Hello everyone, I'm Erika of Beadingschool.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly open workshop to make sure that every beader around the world has company. Today we are going to bead together the EDELWEISS motif. I hope you like it. It was inspired by all the wild flowers that I have seen during my recent journey to the Slovakian mountains. Before we would start beading, please let me know in a comment if you can hear me and if you can see me. You can watch today's broadcast live from the Beading School Facebook page and from the Beading School Facebook club. And later we will also upload the recording to YouTube. We monitor the YouTube video also afterwards, so please don't be afraid even if you are watching the recording. We are every day checking if you have a question, maybe to make sure that you have the help that you need. And at the moment, while beading together on Facebook, I see Sarah and Yosin and Marianne and Sherry and Irina and Kata is here. Kata says it's loud and clear. Kata, I hope you are doing okay, and everyone else too. And Orit is here, new member of the of our Beading School club this week, so big happy welcome to Orit. Teresa is here, Miriam, Ula, Faye, Antoinette, Sandra is here, Vanya is here all the way from Brazil, Ariane, Cynthia, Margaret. Margaret says happy Beading Friday. Indeed, everyone, happy Beading Friday to everyone. It's so good to be back. And Liv and Constance and Jessica and Dev. Oh, you make me so happy, ladies. And Malka. Oh, welcome everyone. So today we are going to work on the Edelweiss motif. And let's see what we need for it. And then I will show you also how to download the tutorial. Let's do it other way to make sure that you download it while then I'm talking about the material. So just a moment. I would like to show you this. As sometimes there are questions how to download the tutorial, the PDF tutorial that makes it easier for you to follow today's class and also makes it possible that you can save the tutorial or print the tutorial and bead it later. It is available always at noonehas2beadalone.com. It takes you basically to this section of beadingschool.com right away, so you don't have to type in or click everything separately. You can go directly to noonehas2beadalone.com. And then you have two choices. Either you can purchase the tutorial for a small fee of €5 and support the broadcast. If you would like to do that, then what you need to do is to click on the support the broadcast option. And then the button right away puts the tutorial into your shopping basket and you can check out. I tested it 3 times, so that's why I have 3 tutorials in my shopping cart, but it puts the tutorial only once to your shopping cart, of course. And if you would like to download the tutorial for free, if you need our helping hand, then click the yellow button and type in your email address, click the send, and that's it. The tutorial will be on its way to you right away, and it should arrive in a matter of a minute. Also, if you can't find it, please make sure to check your spam folder. And I hope this helps. So this will be, the free option will be available for 3 days. It will go away on Monday, and the tutorial will stay forever and ever in the Beading School bead shop. And let's see if you have questions about this. Oh, hi, Corinne. Corinne asks, hello, Erika and Ladies. Did you cut your hair? No, I just have a bad hair day. I'm sorry. So my curves are not the usual, but I should, yeah. And oh, Miriam says you look relaxed and great. That's all the coffee I drink. And Christina is here, and Alex from down under. Good morning, Alex. And Ginny and Gisela from Norway, and even some Facebook users. In case that you are watching from the Beading School Facebook club, then you might need to click the link that is showing right above the video. It means that you give permission to the broadcasting program that I am using to see your name and see your face, and then I can say your name and greet you personally. I love doing that because this is a community. This is not just some recorded tutorial. This is a community. And we come together already for more than 2 years, nearly every week. So thank you so much for your kind comments, ladies, and all more than 40 of you showing up today. The 40 is the number combined from the Facebook club and from the page. So you might see less if you are watching from the club because you don't see the others from the page, but I see you together. So, and Sunshine, I see you now, and I also see Sangeeta. Wonderful, ladies. Thank you for joining. And let's see, what do you need for today's Edelweiss motif? I will show you also the finished picture so you can imagine it better, that what goes there. And I will explain everything. So you will need, if we start with the big beads, you will need a 4mm PRECIOSA rhinestone for the middle. I have used a purple velvet one in a gold setting. If you don't have the PRECIOSA Suwon rhinestones, then you can easily attach also something else in the middle, a bicone, a flat donut-shaped bead, anything that gives a little extra sparkle to your motif. Then I have used VEXOLOs for the petals of the flower. VEXOLOs are not so usual. If you don't have them at the moment, then you can also use something else, gem duos, or maybe like 3 super duos next to each other, but you will need to adjust the bead count and you will need to figure it out yourself. I did the bead counts for VEXOLOs, but you will see the thread path and it will be pretty easy to adapt also if you have the gem duos, for example. So you need 6 pieces of the VEXOLOs for the petals. Then for the seed beads, you need 2 shapes and, well, 2 sizes from the round ones and 1 size from the other one. So from the round MIYUKI seed beads, you need the size 15. I used I wanted to tell you the color number, but it's not actually on my little box, but it's like a metallic green, very pretty, matching my blues color. And then you also need some size 8 seed beads, and I used the matted opaque canary that I was looking forward to very, very, very much, because this is such a beautiful yellow color. Hands up, ladies, that who likes yellow and who doesn't? Tell me if you like it or not. It is a color that is very dividing. Kata, all hands and legs up for yellow, I suppose. But I know that we are not alone with our love for yellow. So Sansan likes yellow. Orit likes yellow, Faye likes yellow, Pinker Pearl, Miriam, Antoinette, Corinne. Oh, we are definitely not alone. We like sunshine on our bead mats. And Brit Marie is here from a bus. Safe travels, Brit Marie. And then we also need some MIYUKI DELICA beads, size 11. I used 2 colors. As you can see, there is the pink one all inside and around the flower. It's the color number 1840, called Duracoat Galvanized Hot Pink. And then just for the tip of the petals, I have used another color, the 1831F, called Duracoat Galvanized Matte Silver, just a little bit of accent. It's up to you if you want 1 color, if you want 2 colors, if you want even more colors. It's easy to combine. And then it depends on your preferences. What would you like to bead from this little motif? There are lots of possibilities. They are also just some of the ideas, because there are so much more than what I drew for the tutorial. But I like to include a page, the last page of the tutorials. It usually comes with some ideas for the motif. So depending on your idea, you will need some earring hooks, or you will need some clasps. It's up, or brooch base. You will see. I also see Gisela liking yellow. Sangita likes them in flowers. Definitely. Mariana says, I like yellow jackets. Oh, Sherry says yellow is growing on me. I think it's the influence of all the yellow popping up in the club. And Ariana says, I wouldn't pick it before, but tried it lately and actually like it. Oh, I'm happy. For Alex, it depends. Sandra likes it in soft. Sarah doesn't like it, just powdery. Jessica says, working with yellow and green all afternoon. So funny, ladies, because when we were beading live together for the last time, it was 3 weeks ago, because I was traveling for 2 weeks. Then many of us were using orange, and today seems to be a yellow day. Yosin is also using yellow. And hi, Cindy, and hi, Belinda. And Jackie, nice to see you. You need to click the link on top of the video in the Facebook club. And Ginny says, yellow is my fav accent color for beading, cake decorating, etc. It makes things pop for me. I love it too, and I also, since last year, I also like it in elegant color combinations when we combine it with silver and gray. So since the Pantone color combination of the year, I really like working with it. And let's start beading. Lovelies, do you have any questions about the material list before we would start beading? Please let me know. And then, to make also the recording as useful to fellow beaders as possible, while we are beading the motif, let's please ask questions that are connected to the motif and to the step that we are working on. And then, after we finished beading, we can return to all kinds of general questions. And at the end, I am very happy to answer every other question that you might have. So, Jessica is asking, how much thread? I don't know. I always use, it's not a lot of thread, but unfortunately I don't, that's not something that I do. I don't measure the thread. I always use about a wingspan, And if there is so little left that I can't use it anyway, then I just don't worry about it. And if it's enough, then I use it for something else, for at least attaching components, bracelet clasps, etc. So let's start beading. I hope I didn't very much disappoint you, Jessica. So, as we agreed for the last time, I will be removing my face from the screen, and instead I will be showing my illustration together with my hand. So I will switch to my other camera. Please let me know in a moment if you can still hear me. Can you hear me, ladies? Please let me know before we would start beading. Hi, Esther, welcome. Oh, thank you so much for understanding, Jessica. I try to add as many details and knowledge and everything as possible, but measuring thread is just not something that is, I don't know, it's just too much of a hassle, sorry. So, sound is still working out, so let's start beading. Let's start with the pretty yellow round 8 seed beads. Today the magic number will be 6, so every time when we are doing a sequence that should be repeated, it will be repeated 6 times, or we will pick up like 6 beads for the beginning. So I start by picking up 6 pieces of the canary, matted opaque canary, round 8 seed beads. Hi Cheryl, and hi Gunel and Gisela. So good to see you, ladies. So I picked up the 6 pieces of round 8s, and then I bead through all of them one more time to form a circle. And usually I just bead through the first bead one more time before I would start adding more beads. However, when I am working with beads that have big holes, and then this initial circle would not hold well without a knot, then I like to actually not tie a knot before going through that first bead one more time. So I tied 2 simple knots, and then I'm beading through the very first round 8 for a third time too. So I have this tiny circle now. The through one set rhinestone will sit in the middle, and I will continue adding beads in between. So in step 2, I'm exiting the first round seed bead, size 8. I pick up a DELICA in my first color, and then I bead through the second round 8. I'm not used to saying round 8, as I think this is the first time that we are using it during a No One Has to Bead Alone class. So I'm repeating the same little step, picking up a MIYUKI DELICA and then beading through the next round 8. Cheryl, I have a very important question to ask you. Do you also like ground squirrels, or only ordinary squirrels with the big fluffy red tail? I know it's not bead related, but I have seen so many ground squirrels during my holiday that I just wanted to mention them to you. So I added all the MIYUKI delicas between the round 8s. That means 6 pieces of MIYUKI delicas. And then I continue until I am exiting the second MIYUKI delica that I have just added. Cheryl says all squirrels, including ground squirrels and chipmunks. Then I will show you something afterwards, after the broadcast, or like at the end of the broadcast. They are so cute. So I have my delicas and round 8. And ladies, how is it going so far? I hope everyone is doing well. We have created a little ring. And Antoinette says, I'm glad I have tons of size and just don't let you know I have pet squirrel that has sweet as a pumpkin. Oh my god, I want a pet squirrel too. Yosin is doing okay. So let's see what's next. In the next step, we are going to add the little picots of round 15s and some more delicas. So I will always add a group of 5 seed beads in between 2 of the delicas. After exiting a MIYUKI delica, I pick up 1 round 15, 3 pieces of the MIYUKI delicas, and 1 more round 15. And I skip the round 8 and I bead through the next MIYUKI delica, creating this little V shape. I like to push it a little bit to make sure that it's a nice sharp V, and I pull my thread nice and tight. And this is how I bead all around, exiting a delica, picking up round 15, 3 delicas, 1 more round 15, and then beading through the next delica and arranging the beads into a nice V. Again, the same sequence, adding it for the 3rd time. Fourth time. Fifth time. And 6th time. So I picked up the sequence of 5, and then I bead through the initial delica that I was exiting before starting this step. I have now a little star. Actually, this could also be used as a tiny motif, for example, as a cute little bracelet. Even with you can, if you want to, you can attach a rhinestone in the middle and then connect several of these little stars to each other. I think this would also be perfect if you want to make a little jewel for a child, then these stars would be nice. So how are you doing, ladies? Is it okay so far? In step 4, we are basically repeating the thread pass to make the motif a little bit sturdier. After all, there are some big beads coming, but the only difference that we make is that we bead only through the beads that we have added in step 3. So I bead through the 5 beads, round 15, DELICA, 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 round 15, but then I skip this DELICA that is sitting in between the round 8s, and I bead right away into the other group of round 15, DELICA, 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 round 15. And I bead all around this way. I am now in the 3rd group. Ariane says she's good. Thank you, Ariane. I hope everyone else is good too. 3rd group, 4th group, 5th group, and the last one. And after beading through the 6th group that I have added, I am also beading through the round 15 and the first 2 DELICA beads from the very first group that I have added. So now the star looks the same, but it is just sturdier and neater than before step 4. And our Susie is here and she says, hello ladies, just wanted to greet you all. Have a lovely time beading this beauty together. Hi Susie, good to see you. And thank you. Let's see, what are we doing in step 5? In step 5, we are adding the VEXOLO beads. So for my VEXOLOs, I'm using the Crystal Lila Gold Luster color. And you might notice that this is not something that is already available in the Beadingschool bead shop, and that's because very soon some new colors are coming, and I am very happy and lucky to being able to play already a little bit with the new colors. I already included this new color in the jewel compass motif that I have showed you earlier. I think it goes together very nicely. Actually, I was using the same color of delicas and the same color of rhinestones, but there will also be 2 shades of turquoise, a red one, terracotta red, and even a mustard color. I think they are all very nice. The mustard is maybe, I expected a little bit different shade, but I'm very happy, especially with the turquoise ones. So these are coming soon. And let's get back to adding the VEXOLOs. And hi, Anita. Oh, Anita was on the beach. Yeah, indeed, it's sunny here today for a change here in the Netherlands. So we will need some delicas and round 15s and 6 pieces of the VEXOLO beads. And Cheryl, I'm really sorry, but they are not online yet. So unfortunately, they are going online only on Monday, as our Timmy is on holiday. Timmy is taking pictures and uploading the new beads and components to the bead shop, so we need to wait for her until she's getting back. And the ladies are already packing the academic boxes. So we can guarantee to pack your top-ups with the academic boxes if you place your order until Sunday midnight. So I'm really sorry, but the VEXOLOs will not be online yet until that. You can still try, and if your box is not sent by the time that you place an order, then we will of course do our best to pack everything together, but we can't make 100% promise if an order comes after Sunday. But of course we can put them away for you for next time or send separately. And yeah, let's bead. So I'm exiting DELICA that is in the middle of the group. And now with this step, it's very important to keep good thread tension on one hand. And on the other hand, it's also very important to check if both holes of the VEXOLOs are nice and open. We will pick up groups of DELICA round 15 VEXOLO, round 15 DELICA, and then bead through the next DELICA sitting in the middle of a group of 3. So this is always the sequence that we are adding, but of course we will be using the second hole of the VEXOLO too, so make sure that it's open. So I'm beading now through the DELICA bead that is sitting in the middle of the next group, and I pull my thread as tight as possible, but at the same time I make sure that the VEXOLO does not slide over the motif, but it sits nicely on the 2 round 15 beads that are next to it. Oh, Brit Marie is going to Singapore, so she will not be beading with us during the next weeks. Enjoy it very much, Brit Marie. It will be great, and it will be hot. You will have awesome food and see beautiful buildings. Safe travels, Brit Marie. And Margareta has to leave. Bye, Margareta. See you next week, Tuesday at coffee time. I've added in the meanwhile my second group. So the Edelweiss is shaping up nicely. Ladies, let me know, what kind of colors are you using for your beads today, for your Edelweiss today? Did you go for a natural feeling, like a real life flower? Or do you have some crazy colors like me with something completely different than a real Edelweiss flower? I have added my third VEXOLO. Also, if you are just starting to play with VEXOLOs, then make sure to check which one is the top and which one is the bottom, because one side is flat, that is the bottom, and one side is slightly domed, and that should face the top of your earring or pendant. Ariana says she's beading a real Edelweiss. Jessica's using sea opal white, yellow, jet copper, and chrysolite. That sounds very nice. I'm curious of the jet copper and chrysolite combination. Jeannie says turquoise, pink, and green. Don't know the real colors. I will have to look it up. And then Yosin says, my VEXOLOs are red and my DELICAs are yellow. Miriam says, pink, fuchsia, and yellow. The VEXOLO is bronzish, no color on the bag. Oh my God, and I need to focus because I messed this up for the second time in a row. First, I forgot to add the round 15, and then I added 2 DELICAs instead of a DELICA and the round 15. It's not always easy with reading comments with one eye and beading with the other one. So pull your thread nice and neat. Lagom Swedish ladies. And if you have a feeling that your thread tension is not tight enough, that it's just not holding nicely together, then you can do three things. First of all, try repeating the thread path at least once. Maybe leave it also to the end when you know that you are not adding any more new beads and you can fill up the holes of the beads safely without the risk of filling them up completely and then not being able to pass anymore. So that's something that should improve the stability of your motif if your thread tension is not so tight. And second option is that you can add a filigree afterwards to the back of your motif to give it additional stability. Or if you like bead embroidery, then you can also sew the motif on a piece of ultra thread and use it in your bead embroidery. So I finished step 5. And now I am going to add DELICA beads all around. To do it, first I pass through a DELICA and round 15 before a VEXOLO. Then I pick up 7 pieces of the same color of the MIYUKI DELICAs, and this time I will pass through the outside hole of the VEXOLO in the opposite direction. Then, when I pull my thread, then you can see that the DELICAs are already like turning around the tip of the VEXOLO. And then I bead through the last 4 pieces one more time. And I complete the step by adding 3 more DELICAs, beading through round 15 and DELICA on the other side of the VEXOLO, and pulling my thread. So this is how it should look like. And I need to do this all around the motif. So to get into position, I bead through 2 DELICA beads and then around 15. And again, I pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of DELICA beads. I bead through the outside hole of the VEXOLO one more time in the opposite direction, and I bead again through the last 4 DELICA beads and complete the step by adding 3 more DELICAs. And to get into position, again, I pass through round 15, DELICA, 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 and round 15. How is it going, ladies? This is like the only tricky step I would say in this motif. Please let me know if you have any questions. Britt-Marie says, thank you, a bit nervous, but really looking forward to explore the city. My son is going to a tournament with his team, and of course he needs supporters. Of course, good luck to him, Britt-Marie. Ariane says she's doing fine. I'm really happy to hear. I have my 3rd group of 7 DELICA beads on my needle. And Again, I beaded through the VEXOLO, the outside hole. I repeat the thread pass through the last 4 DELICAs, and then I complete the step by adding 3 more DELICA beads. And I know for now the motif is not that sturdy, but it will get a lot better, I promise. As you can see, the finished one is completely okay. I'm adding my 4th group, getting in position for the 5th one. Ladies, do you already have ideas, by the way, for your motifs? That what are you going to make with it? Oh, Yosin says she has to start over. She made a mistake. I'm sorry about that. It happens sometimes. At least this is a quick little motif instead of something complicated. So I hope that you will catch up very fast. And Ariane says, if the petals are warping, it is quite realistic for this flower. Actually, it is. If you look up the picture, then you will see what Ariane means. It is Edelweiss. It's a very rare flower to see in Slovakia. It's highly protected. And I saw one single piece of it when I was on this little holiday, and it was actually planted in the rocky garden of the apartment, or like moved there or stayed there after the construction, because the apartment was like in the middle of the forest, like pretty much in the forest. So it was really nice to see it. Antoinette says that for her it's sturdy. Miriam says it is sturdy enough, it will become a bracelet. I'm curious, Miriam. Oh, Faye says, I think I might zoom in onto my denim bag. I will see how it goes. I'm curious about that. Faye, I love how you are incorporating your beaded motifs into all kinds of objects, not only jewelry, but little pictures and the bag, and recently the mobile that you made for the Tulip Mania mini challenge. That was really, really nice. I loved it. Alex has to go. Thank you for spending your time with us, Alex. Make sure to show your beadwork in the group afterwards. I finished step 6 and 7. In 7, actually, I show the motif when it's ready with the delicas all around. And I finish this part by beading back to the middle of the motif. I want to add the rhinestone. So I bead through 2 delica beads, around 15, and I finish by beading through the delica that sits in between the round 8s. So I'm back all the way to the middle of the motif. Ariana says, I would like to make some kind of hair accessory. Think the white flower would look good on black hair, but have no idea yet. That would look awesome, Ariana, I think. Mariana will make a necklace. I always love your colors and pictures, Mariana. I'm really curious to see it. Jessica says, going well, I don't know what it will become yet. And Doris, hi Doris. I would like to see these motifs and even some partially done flowers as buds across the back of my jeans jacket, like a field of flowers. That would look awesome, I think, Doris. Lots of work, but it would definitely be worth it, I think. And let's see what we are doing in step 8. Attaching the rhinestone finally. So I have this purple velvet one from PRECIOSA. It's 4mm size. And I start by picking up a round 15, the rhinestone, and another round 15. And what I'm doing is that I'm beading through the DELICA bead that is exactly opposite of the one that I was exiting before picking up the new beads. So when I pull my thread, then the rhinestone and the seed beads create a nice line across the motif. And then after this DELICA bead, I bead also through round 8, DELICA, round 8, and another DELICA bead. And now I bead through the round 15, the rhinestone, and the round 15 again. And this way I am pulling the round 15 on top of the round 8. And on the other side, I continue through a DELICA, round 8, and another DELICA bead. So here, the round 15s are sitting on top of the round 8s. Facebook user friend says, I love this design, so pretty. Hello, ladies. Hello. And hi, Jennifer Lynn. Definitely better late than never. Thanks for joining. And in step 9, I will also fix the second hole of the rhinestone. So I pick up around 15. I bead through the open hole of the rhinestone. And I pick up another round 15. Now I bead through the DELICA that is exactly opposite of the one that I was exiting at the beginning of this step. And then I bead back through round 15, rhinestone, round 15. And I bead through the first DELICA one more time. A little explanation why this bit complicated thread path is needed. There are 4 exit points where the thread is exiting the rhinestone, where we need to attach it to something. Both sides of the hose, of course, with the 4 round 15s. However, there are 6 round 15s and 6 DELICA beads in the circle. So it is not possible to attach the 4 round 15s all to like DELICA beads or all to round 15s. So 2 round 15s need exactly opposite of each other need to sit in one line with the DELICA beads, and the other two round 15s, they need to sit in one line with the round 15s. So that's why it is a little bit weird how we are beading this. But this way, the rhinestone sits exactly in the middle, attached equally to all sides. And when we have this, then there is just one little step left. We bead back to the edge of the motif. So I bead through round 15 and 2 delicas, and now I will bead all the way through the seed beads on the edge of the motif. But here, between 2 petals, I will always skip the DELICA beads that sit in between the 2 petals to pull the beads that frame the petals closer to each other. And at the tip of the petals, I will be adding the second color of the MIYUKI DELICA beads to give just a little bit of accent to the whole motif. So I start by beading through DELICA round 15 and 5 of the DELICA beads. Then I pick up the second color of my DELICA and I bead towards the middle of the motif through 5 DELICA beads around 15 and another DELICA bead. Now is the time to skip this DELICA in between the petals, and I bead right away into the group of DELICA round 15 and 5 more DELICA beads, and I add another DELICA. And this is where you can see that everything comes nicely together, that the lines created from seed beads around the petals, they become straighter, and also the whole motif will become sturdier. If yours is not sturdy enough, you think, then you can repeat this part of the tutorial over and over again until you are happy, until your needle fits. But if you are doing that, then first I would recommend attaching the findings that you need to make sure that you still have room in the holes of the seed beads to bead around the motif. So ladies, as I am adding the last 2 DELICA beads on the tips of my petals, I would like to ask, how did you like today's motif? If everything was all right, if you have any questions, if you need ideas to finish it, anything that comes to your mind. I would love to answer right away. But if you are still like working, thinking, brainstorming, then of course you can also post your question in the Beading School Facebook club, and I can answer it next Monday when I'm coming online again. I posted a question yesterday. I posted a picture yesterday that if you still have questions about the Tulip Mania team that we have been working with for the last 2 months, then you can ask your question under that picture, and I'm answering everything also on Monday. Terry had a super good question about beads that are flat, but they don't have 2 holes, so they keep turning around, that how can she fix them? in motifs. So I'm writing a blog post about that actually. So let's see if you have any questions. Miriam says, Edelweiss is a very cute motif, thank you. I'm glad that you like it, Miriam. Debbie also loves this. Tara says, hi Tara, have you joined this into a bracelet or other larger piece other than an earring set? Not yet, Tara, because this is only my second motif, but what I plan to do is that I would like to bead 3 pieces, and I will be adding something bigger in between 2 petals. I'm not sure yet if I would like to. I want a V-shaped necklace. Like this. Here goes the 3rd motif. So I'm not sure yet if I want to attach the motifs to each other this way or this way. Probably this way. So it's sturdier. So when I'm joining the 2 motifs to each other, I will be creating little shape 8, like, just for an example, this is not the color probably that I will be using, but I'm exiting a DELICA bead on the edge of the petal. I pick up another bead, and then I bead, sorry, I have to go back. So first I get ready by beading through a DELICA at the tip of the petal. I pick up the decorative bead, whatever bead you like, that goes between the 2 motifs. Then I bead through a DELICA from the other flower. I bead back through the bead that's joining the 2 motifs, and then I bead again through the original DELICA. So this is how they can be joined. I would recommend repeating the thread pass at least 1 more time to make sure that the connections are sturdy. Did this help, Tara? Jessica says, super cute motif, looks exactly like an Edelweiss, love it. Oh, I'm glad, Jessica. Deb says, thank you, it's so cute, want to make one with real colors. I used blues and pinks, did a brooch. Need to run, great to have you back, Erika. It's great to be back, Deb. Faye says, it's pretty. Oh, thank you, Orit. Cindy says, Edelweiss is my husband's favorite flower since his parents lived in Austria. Thanks for the tutorial, Erika. Oh, wow, that's so special, Cindy. You are very welcome. You too, Sherry. Anita says, when I get home from my holiday, my beads hopefully will arrive. Then I will make the nice motif. I'm looking forward to it, dear Anita. I'm glad, Tara, that it helped. You can do it at 2 points if you like to, in the same way. You can even like play with it a little bit, that you can add a 4mm bead on one place, a 3mm bead on the other place to create a curve if it's going to be a necklace. Thank you, Constance. So, ladies, do you have any other questions that are maybe not connected to Edelweiss and today's lesson? I tell you a secret. 2 of the colors, while you are maybe typing in your questions, 2 of these colors that I included in my Edelweiss, they will also be included in the newest Beading School Academy box. and I'm going to show you everything already next Tuesday during Coffee Time with Erika, so make sure to watch it. Also, a very important warning that for quite some time, this will be the last time and last chance to sign up for to become a student of the Beading School Academy. For quite some time, we will not be increasing numbers, so you will be able to sign in only in case that someone signs off. But that doesn't really happen, I have to say. So this is your last chance for sure this year to sign up. Also, next year, unfortunately, probably we will need to increase the price of Beading School Academy due to everything that's happening in the world. But if you sign up now, then for some time, for sure, you will lock the price of your subscription. So if you are not a member yet, then make sure to head over to beadingschoolacademy.com and become a student today. I'm sharing with you all kinds of tutorials and tips and all my beading knowledge, as much beading knowledge as possible. And I love seeing your creations too. And let's see, I'm looking at the questions. Oh, hi Sharon, think I haven't seen you yet. Okay, so if you don't have questions left, then I would like to wish you a very nice creative weekend. Take a good rest, enjoy the nice days, and see you next week. I'm really looking forward to see your Edelweiss jewels. Don't forget, we have a Beading School Summer Bundle special deal running. It means that we are creating bead bundles where you can grab a bunch of the same shape with only one click for a lot better price. And until next week's Coffee Time with Erika, in many cases, there is even a gift included together with the beads. So for example, if you go for the glass pendants, then you will also receive as a gift the tutorial for the Bollywood earrings that is beaded by Veronka. The gift will go away, the extra gift will go away next Tuesday. So this is the best chance to purchase it. Or with the extra low cabochons, I included the jewel compass tutorial. Thank you very much for all your attention this week. It felt good to be back to see all your jewels. Thank you for your creativity, for your company. Thank you for your orders, for your helpfulness to each other in the club, and wishing you a very nice weekend. Goodbye, everyone. See you on Tuesday.